What's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the MF Automotive YouTube channel, where today I bring you guys a review on the 2021 Acura TLX. So who do we have to thank for today's review? Of course, the awesome folks over at Maple Acura. Guys, if you're in the market for any new or used Acura, make sure to check them out. If they don't have what you're looking for, they'll be more than happy to source it for you. All their contact information can be found in the description box below. Now, back to the video. This is of course the 2021 TLX, Acura's midsize luxury sedan, which has been fully revamped for the 2021 model year and now enters its second generation in the North American market. Under the hood, the new TLX, as of right now at least, features a solitary 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produces 272 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. It's also mated to the company's new 10-speed automatic transmission, with manual shiftability also being an option by utilizing the paddle shifters mounted behind the wheel. Better yet, for buyers seeking a little more performance and buzz, a Type S variant is also available and due to arrive this spring. Fuel economy ratings posted by the EPA for this engine are as follows. The new TLX is available in 4 different trim levels, with each one signifying its hierarchy in respect to its position in the model lineup. The base trim is simply known as the TLX, while the remaining 3 go by their own respective names as Technology, A-Spec, and Platinum Elite. The TLX featured in today's video is the Technology trim, or Tech as it's formerly known, and has a sticker price of just over $46,000. As expected, the Tech package offers some additional technological goodies over the standard trim, the most notable being the Acura navigation system, 19-inch alloy wheels, a 13-speaker ELS audio system, front and rear parking sensors, and blind spot monitoring with rear cross traffic alert. All 4 trim levels of the TLX come equipped with the aforementioned 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's mated, of course, to the company's new 10-speed automatic transmission. Acura's infamous super handling all-wheel drive system is also standard across the board, at least here in Canada, making this Japanese sports sedan a compelling contender in this competitive segment. With all that in mind, let's start off with the exterior styling, and specifically the paintwork, which is this beautiful shade of white known unambiguously as platinum white pearl. Not only is it great to look at from a distance, but it also exudes some incredible metallic flakes when viewed under direct sunlight. Acura's signature diamond pentagon grille, which has become a staple of the Acura model lineup, dominates the front end and is fully perforated, allowing you to get a glimpse of the radiator. The gloss-finished, transparent, shield-like object you see covering the logo is actually the radar for the full suite of safety systems. This includes adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation with automatic braking, lane keep assist, road departure warning, and more. The distinct-looking automatic headlights are not only thinner, but feature a full LED setup with a chicane-style DRL. The lower part of the front fascia seems to feature some air vents at first sight. However, they are not functional and are purely for aesthetic purposes. Moving along to the side profile of the vehicle, where we first get a glimpse of the lower and longer hood. The 19-inch alloy wheels have a silver finish to them and fill in the wheel wells quite nicely. They are wrapped around Michelin all-season tires. Above that, we see a body line that runs from the front fender to the rear taillights in an upwards motion, following the route of the door handles. The rear haunches stick out a tad bit further than the front, giving the TLX a wider stance. This makes for an interesting look when viewing the sports sedan from the front. The mirror caps are finished in gloss black and feature an LED turn signal placed on the edge. Finally, let's cover the back end, which is a little more conservative than the front. The LED trend continues back here too, with taillights that interestingly mimic the ones found in the front. The rear camera is snarkily integrated within the Acura logo, making for a cleaner look, along with the shark fin antenna on the roof. The lower part of the rear end houses these square-tipped exhaust finishers, which really fit in with the rear's overall design and are connected to the actual exhaust. A noteworthy feature, might I add. Next, let's move on to the interior, but before we do, check out this cool graphic the vehicle plays upon entry and exit. Pretty neat, huh? Similar to the exterior, which has undergone a complete overhaul, the second generation TLX features an interior which is both modern and contemporary. Unlike the first generation TLX's interior, which was quite underwhelming and just didn't represent what consumers expected from a luxury sports sedan, this new generation, however, is twofold greater and raises the bar quite high for the Acura brand. Everything feels well put together, the fit and finish is great, and the surfaces you touch are fitting of a vehicle of this caliber. In general, the interior looks and feels a lot more modern, with subtle design cues appropriate for a vehicle from this era. With all that in mind, let's begin with the center stack, where Acura has ditched the two-screen layout in favor of one large infotainment display, a 10.2-inch display to be specific. This display is horizontally opposed and adds to the cabin's overall modernization, boasting crisp graphics, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto integration, a wireless 4G hotspot, and more. Acura refers to this system as their true touchpad interface. However, one drawback, as some may consider it, to this infotainment display is how you navigate through it. Unlike a traditional touchscreen where you can simply touch your way around the system and click on whatever you would like to select, this is instead controlled via a small touchpad located by the cup holders. I personally don't mind the trackpad that much, plus Acura has implemented some clever gestures within the pad to make life a little more simple. The rest of the center stack is rather simple and well laid out, with the controls for your automatic dual-zone climate control and heated seats being in plain sight of the front occupants. The plight made by many critics to have physical buttons for the HVAC controls as opposed to burying them inside the infotainment seems to have been honored with this array of buttons, along with a proprietary display to exhibit our selected temperature and mode, a decision I assent with. Below our climate controls, we have a large rotary knob that seems to be the center of attention. It certainly catches mine. It's crusted with the Acura logo in the center and exudes an almost chrome-like finish. This knob has become the epitome of all modern Acura interiors and serves its purpose by cycling between the different modes. In this case, we have 4, which include normal, sport, comfort, and individual. The vehicle will react differently based on what mode is selected. A traditional shift lever has been replaced with a more contemporary push-button one, which is used to control our 10-speed automatic transmission. The buttons are housed in this elevated, rather obscure-looking enclosure, which is finished in gloss black and features a chrome inlay surround. The buttons that subside next to the selector are to activate the brake hold feature and or to disable auto start-stop. Moving down further, we first get a glimpse of the aforementioned touchpad with some shortcut keys dotted around it, making it quicker to get around the interface. We also find a volume knob and track switch in the same vicinity. A sturdy handrest can be found behind the touchpad, designed to let you rest your hand on while you navigate through the interface, and directly below that, we have a wireless charging pad. The center console is padded in supple leather and is decked out with 2 USB slots, an aux port, and a 12-volt power outlet. The heated leather-wrapped steering wheel features a thick rim and is confidence-inspiring to hold, with a round design and extensions found in the 10 and 2 positions. The gauge cluster, though not fully digital, features a decently sized HD display that presents our trip information, vehicle information, and more. It's surrounded by a set of attractive analog dials, which are simple yet stylish. Leather heated seats are 12-way power adjustable with 4 lumbar settings as well as 2-person memory. They also feature headrests that move both up and down as well as back and forth. The door cards are made up of a combination of 3 different materials. These include trimmed leather, textured aluminum trim, and soft touch plastics. Another item that catches your attention are these metallic speaker grills designed to emit sound from the 13-speaker ELS 3D audio system. We also have controls for automatic windows and 2-person seat memory. Other interior accommodations include a moonroof, auto-dimming rearview mirror, and lockable glove compartment. White accent lighting is also scattered throughout the interior, illuminating itself at sundown and adding yet another premium touch. Moving along to the back of the TLX, where things are a little more toned down compared to the front. For one, the lovely metallic speaker grills found in the door cards have been replaced with more subordinate ones in the form of some black plastic grills. We also don't get any textured aluminum trim back here. Storage comes in the form of some cutouts made in the door cards, along with 2 map pockets found behind the passenger and driver's seat. The center houses are HVAC vents. The TLX can seat 3 across in the rear, with the seat in the middle doubling down as both a seat and armrest with 2 cup holders and some cubby space when not in use. Speaking of the rear seats, they are a 60-40 split design, meaning that the 2 seats on the left fold together, while the seat on the right folds independently. This action takes place by 2 anchors found in the trunk located beside the hinges. This segues us into the trunk, which can be opened one of 2 ways from the outside, using either the key fob or this nifty button that has been cleverly integrated into the rear taillights. Once inside, we find 13.5 cubic feet of space and hinges that are covered and don't obstruct your cargo. Well guys, that wraps up my review on this 2021 Acura TLX. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.